Hey guys, Gina here. I am going to walk you through my new and improved scrapbook room. There is 38 minutes left on my battery for this, for my camcorder, so it will not take me longer than 38 minutes to do this, let's hope. So what you're looking at is the wall where the ribbon used to be in my room. As you can see, the ribbon is no longer on the wall. Now I have my husband hung these two cassette tape holders for me here. And I have all of my ink pads in there. Some of them need to be labeled, but for now, that's what's there. And then just those letters that spell out my name and my little Stitch cup. Can you see him? He's so cute. I love Stitch. And then there's my studio light, which is bright up there. But then I have this, let me pull back this way. I have the floor model Clip It Up that still needs, and you see here over there, I have 3 more rings to add to it. So for now, it's just the 2 bottom rings, and there's all of my stickers by theme here. So let me just get in close and I'll show you. Like if you look at here, it's all of my stickers and like labels, everyday, USA, boy, and then girls behind boy, I think. So it's just all of my stickers, and I just put them by theme, if they're theme. And those are the stickers down there that I still need to put away. And then I showed you the rings that also need to go on there. And then that is my crop bag. I joined a cropping group and have yet to be able, there's always been a conflict, so I've yet to use that bag, but that's my cropping bag that my husband bought for me. And then I'll give you a quick pan of the room so you can kind of see how it lays out. And I'll show you what all of this stuff is, and I'm going to try not to make you too motion sick, but I have to pull out to show you this bookcase here. So I had the idea that I was going to spray paint everything in my room that was not white or red. And this bookcase was one of those things, but it's been snowing here in Maryland forever, and the weather's been terrible, and apparently it's not a good idea to spray paint inside. So I will wait till the spring when the weather breaks, and then I will take all of this stuff that you see here that is not white, take it outside and spray paint it. What you see up there, those are lights that I want my husband to hang that haven't been done yet. In these 2 red bins, this one and then that one over there, are stamps that I haven't put away yet. And then in here are my longer border stamps and background stamps. And I will have to do a video showing you how I organize all of my stamps so that I know what's in all of them. And then there, in all those CD cases, are all my clear stamps. And then what you see on that bookcase, it's not actually a bookcase, it's a media holder. So it's only about 6 inches deep. And it is made to hold CDs and DVDs and things like that. So up there with all my stamps are all the CD cases. And then if you come down here, I have a bunch of these iris cases like this. You can see these iris cases. And then I just have them labeled. So I have all of my chipboard alphabets in those. And then this row here is completely empty. But I filled it up with the amount of bins that I would need because I've made the goal that once I run out of space, I'm not allowed to buy anything else of that supply type. So as you can see in here, these, if it has an A, it's all the alphabets. And then these alphabets I just bought, so they're not labeled yet, these ones here. And then if you go down here, I have some chipboard shapes and things that are in by theme. And then if you go down a little bit more, you'll see that all of my chipboard shapes and things that come out, let me get that glare off of there. All the chipboard shapes and the die cut pieces that go with collections are in here as well. So that was carte postale from Basic Gray, and then like here's October Afternoon, Make It Merry. And so all of those little die cut pieces, or the chipboard or anything like that goes in these little iris cases. So that is that big, lovely bookcase. And then if you come here, I have this magnetic sort of week. It's the days of the week, obviously. And just a bunch of magnets that I've collected over the years. And I did put up my YouTube schedule for the year, which, because of this scrapbook room redo, hasn't, I haven't kept up with that, but I'm going to get back on track. And then if you turn here, you can see my Silhouette Cameo is there. My photo printer is there, and then printer paper sits below that. This is my desk here. And then I have this cork board that sits behind my computer monitor. There's a sock monkey that one of my nieces or nephews got me. There's, my mother-in-law bought me that sign that says Caution Gina's Room. These two pictures were painted for me by two of my nieces. And what I want to do with this wall, as you can see, there's a blank wall around there. I want to get all of my nieces and nephews to draw me, to paint me a canvas like that, and then we're going to hang them all over these walls to decorate that. So then if I come down here, you can see there's my computer and my keyboard, and there's my Wacom tablet, and then just pens and things. There's my headset that I use when I'm recording videos. On this pegboard that I have on the side of these recollection cubes are like my Silhouette mats and my Silhouette blades. And there's Kobe Bryant's rookie card. When he was in high school, we used to go watch him play ball. And so I've kind of followed him for his whole career. And then I have this drawer unit. So it's two drawer units that hold up this desk. They're both from IKEA. They're Alex drawer units that hold up this long desk. And then I'm going to go quickly through the drawers. This is just like ink and label tape for my label maker, hole punches, pens, stamps, some things like that. What's in the next drawer? The next drawer just has my last year's word of the year, which was a complete and utter disaster, but otherwise the drawer is empty. There's my camera bag down there. I'll move that out of the way. See what else is in here. This is all photo paper. These are all, I'm kind of fanatical about my pictures, so I keep them on my hard drive, or it's actually an external hard drive, and then I upload them to a, what do you call it, like a hosting site. I use SmugMug. I like SmugMug. And then I also burn them on 2 different discs, so I'm never going to lose my pictures, because that's kind of crazy. That's how crazy I am about that. But here's where that all stays. And then in this bottom drawer is all my camera, my other cameras, and all of the cords and stuff that go with cameras. And that's that. You can see, I'm going to pull this out. This is where my chair sits. That's my computer. And then back here is my wide format printer. And then my just general everyday color printer is down there too. And then back up here. And I need to hurry because now I'm 8 minutes already. Only 30 minutes left. I have some sock monkeys and some other monkey things that people have given me there. In these, those two, so I have a bunch of recollection cubes that I've bought, and that was the biggest purchase when I redid this room. And as you can see, I don't know if you noticed, we painted the walls. So the walls used to be white, and now they're this cream color, at least those walls are. But in these two recollection cubes here are all of my wooden stamps. And like I said, I will have to go through later and show you how I know what I have as far as wooden stamps are concerned. Ooh, that's a hard one to get out. But like this one has all of my like larger pattern stamps in it. But so that's all wooden stamps, not labeled yet. And then a bunch of miscellaneous junk. And then I normally do all my silhouette cuts on American Crafts white cardstock, and then I color them myself. So I keep the American Crafts white cardstock here, and then here are some more pads and things. I'm cutting mats and things for the silhouette. And then what's in here? Just photos and things. A bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of glass beads and flowers and things up there. And then I have 2 of these units stacked on top of each other, and basically that's just accessory kind of stuff. It's not really scrapbooking related. Like there's batteries in this, so there's 2 of them. So it's like, you know, push pins and batteries and things that I need to get to, but, you know, I have them blocked by this huge sorting thing that I'm not going to keep, but this is one of the things I haven't finished yet, because right now I have all of those 12 by 12 sticker sheets that you get like this, separated by theme. So that's animals. Let's see what other ones we got in here, like family. Here's family. So things like that, but it's in this file, this accordion file thing, and I'm going to take them out of there and do something different with them. But for now, that's where they sit. And then that all sits on top of another one of these Alex drawer units. And then I have another one here. So I'll just show you real quick what's in all of these drawers. Here's just like file folder labels and things like that. And then all of my journals are kind of in here. The journals these are my personal journals, that kind of stuff. And then I have a drawer full of tools, my drill, my IKEA tools, extra blades for my cutters and things are in there. Then I have a big drawer of floss. And then on the bottom this is where I keep my kids' journals. So the journals I keep for my kids. And then we turn to this unit, and I'm sorry about my shadow. And then I have fabric. This is a pair of jeans that got a hole in them that I'm going to use. I'm going to cut them apart. But then I have fabric in this bottom drawer here. And then in this drawer are all my embossing folders and my plates for my Epic 6. And then you can see stickles, crackle paint, all kinds of things in here. Perfect pearls. My crackle paints back there, alcohol inks, glitter glues, stickles, all that kind of stuff. And then glitter and flock is in this. So I have flock and all kinds of different glitter things in there. And then in this one is clay, so all my clay making stuff is in there. Then that one is, guess what? Sewing. So on my thread, I don't do a lot of sewing. Crochet and knitting. I just have these Teach Yourself to Knit and Teach Yourself to Crochet books. I might get around to that sometime. This is stamping material for the silhouette. So if you're going to make stamps out of silhouette cuts, I think they had them on Scrapbook Steel, so I bought a bunch of them. And then in this top drawer, I have calligraphy supplies. So some inks and some pens and nibs and things like that. And then over here is an empty pegboard. And I stuck that basket on there. I don't think it's going to stay, but there. And then you see my Copics here. They're in number order with the gaps where I need to order them and fill in the rest of them. But that's that. And then down here I have colored pencils and Gamsol and rubber gloves or nitro gloves. And then down here are like paint daubers and chalks. And what are these? These are, I think they're, what do you call them? They're pastels. This is like mixed media kind of stuff, I guess you would call it. And then a bunch of cotton applicator kind of things down in this bottom drawer. And then because I utilize all of the wall space in my room, I have this big step ladder that I'm going to move out of the way. But I need it because, like I said, I'm always on it because you'll see in a second. Brads are in here, so this is more my decorative brads. In here. I need to stop buying these stupid things. Or start using them, one or the other. And then gems are down here in this drawer. And then down here I have a bunch of maps. We don't use maps anymore, but I saved them because I thought maybe I could use them as layers on pages. And then here are just these plastic folder things of layouts that I was working on. This is all hot glue sticks on this shelf right there. I don't know if the camera's going to focus. And then we have these glass beads, and then some embossing powders that I don't use very often are in there. The ones that I still have. I used to have all of my embossing powders in these containers, but I took a lot of them out, and I don't keep them that way anymore because they take up a lot of space. But the ones that I have set up originally there are like that. And those are the ones that I don't use very often. Down here in this drawer, if I can open it, are baggies. All kinds of baggies. Oh, and light bulbs. There's light bulbs in there somewhere too. And then that very bottom drawer here, I'm not going to open it, but it's got pipe cleaners and craft sticks and that kind of stuff. It's more kiddie kind of crafting stuff in there. And then I'm going to pull you up, and I'm really trying to keep the camera still. And I'm going to pull back so you can see these are all, so they all need to be spray painted. But they have all of my dimensional embellishments in it. So these are 8 units. There's what, 11 units up there? 11 units. I got them all from Home Depot. And like I said, I'm going to spray paint them in the spring, but right now, and they go all the way to the roof, or the ceiling, I guess you could say. And then up there is the football that I won for winning the Super Bowl stuff last year, and then a bunch of glass I bought at a auction. But you can see like everything. I keep all of my, they're all labeled, and I keep all of my dimensional kind of embellishments in there, like here's circle gems in here. What else we got in here? Let's see, like all my eye-top accessories, chain, all of my, where are they? All of my wood veneers are in this one. So all of my different types of wood veneers. So all things like that. And then they're all, so this is Studio Calico wood veneer speech bubbles, because I like to know who made them. So they're all labeled like that. And that's my big wall of those. These, and this is for giveaways as it's marked. So everything in here is something that I'm going to give away. And then in here are journaling cards. And then you can see I have all of my paper in those recollection cubes, in those cropper hopper sort of things. I haven't gone through the paper yet, so. And then I'll just do this one here. So flowers. All flowers in these 2 drawers. Lots of different kinds of flowers. And then stamps. These are sort of my everyday saying stamps. In these 2 drawers. Oh, look here. My NSYNC Christmas album. How about that? And here are stencils. This is stencil material from from the Silhouette store. So you can make your own stencils. That's stencil material in there. In here are just mailing envelopes. And here are card envelopes. And then more paper. That's my paper. And then I have, in this one is specialty cardstock, 12 by 12 cardstock. So they're like vellum transparencies. If the cardstock is already embossed, stuff like that is specialty cardstock. Oh, I didn't show you what's down here, but that's not really that important. All down there is just page protectors. Not really exciting. This is specialty paper. So if I open this up, the only thing I don't like about these cubes here is that you can't put a tab above this because it just fits. So it's kind of hard to, like, this is all my Nina Solar White cardstock, and it's taking up a huge amount of room in this thing. I have like sticky back canvas in here. There's more Silhouette things like the vellum. The Silhouette has washi adhesive now. You can cut out things from washi tape. There's a bunch of foam in the back. So just a bunch of like watercolor paper, just all kinds of specialty kind of paper or material. And it's not going to shut now because I have this. I don't have time for this. There we go. Okay, let's put that back. This is 12 by 12 cardstock while I'm down here. So it's just 12 by 12 cardstock, plain cardstock. By color. Those are my paper scraps in that next one that's down on the bottom. I have to fix the floor. I messed up the floor a little bit after we painted it. But so here's all of my scraps in colored order. Those are all of the embossing powders that I still have in those containers. And then we'll just walk up here and then we'll go back. All my pens and markers. More things I use for journaling and on layouts and things like that. Here is this little bin I got at Dollar General, and it's got pictures I need to scrap and my notebook for keeping track of what supplies I use on a layout. These 3 drawers are all washi tape. And so that one's not full, so they're still all squirrely in there. And then these drawer units are a bit of a pain in the rear end, to be honest with you. I have all of my eyelets in there. Let me show you. I used just some bathroom cups, and then I separated my eyelets by, like, these are shaped eyelets over here, and then just by color. So they fit in there snug, so they're all separated that way. So that's eyelets. And then I have my memento markers and my distress markers in this drawer. And then my stamp markers, my American Craft stamp markers, are in that drawer. And the thing that I don't like about this drawer unit is, unlike this one, where you can open them all because they all have their own, like, runners that they run on, or rails that the drawers run on, these don't. So when you pull one drawer, they all come out, so that's a bit of annoyance. So I put stuff in there that I don't use very often. In here I have grunge board, as it says. In here I have embossing powders, so I don't keep my embossing powders in those lunch containers anymore. I just leave them in their little tubs now, and then I keep this little pouring thing so that I can keep that all together. It takes up less room that way. Here's all these deco scissors. These are, like, I just couldn't get rid of them. I don't know. I'm just going to leave them in there. Kind of ignore them. These are frames. So, like, all the crate paper frames and the LA Studio and things like that. They're all frames in there. We have alpha stamps. So these are wooden alpha stamps. And then this is layering paper. So anything that I could use for layering is kind of thrown in there. This is, again, one of those 3 drawer things where the drawers don't come out individually. But here are all my gelatos. And then sewing templates, you know, like those Amy Tangerine sewing templates. Those are all stuck in there. And then on the bottom, I wanted to find these containers for my eyelets, but I couldn't find them, which is why I used those, what did I use? Those, like, bathroom cups. But these are shaped brads. So, like you can see, I have another drawer of them. I'll show you in a second. Here are the other ones. Shaped brads. So, like, you see feet and sun. And then I have some that are, I haven't put away yet. Like, these are waffles. Aren't they cute? Are they waffles or, like, cupcake pans? Let's pull them out and see. I guess they're, like, cupcake pans. I don't know. But, and then these, like, the glasses. So they're just shaped brads. Not decorative brads, but shaped brads. There's nothing in that drawer, and then I just have these paper bags thrown in there. And that's those 6 units. And then what did I miss? So I stopped here. Here's some more stencils. They're just all my stencils I keep in these things here. And then down here I have card bases. And then word stickers, which I'm fighting with right now because I don't know how to put them. Like all of these, like my mind's eye and all of these small little, you know, word sticker things. I'm not sure what I'm doing with them yet. So I just threw them all in there and I'll figure it out. And then here are Heidi Swap mists. Here are Studio Calico mists. Down here are just miscellaneous mists. So like the Glimmer Glaze and the Maya mists. And what is that? That's Glitter Glam. Stuff like that. And then this one, I put the drawer together wrong, so the drawer front isn't staying on, so I'm going to have to get some glue and throw that on there. But that's all Glimmer Mist in there. I'm going to have to fix that. Alright, what else do we have? So I think I went through all of them. Up on top of those, I have this Recollection base, and then the little tourney unit that goes up there. And I have all tags, like all the LA Studio tags and things hang on there. These are all of my small stamp pads. So those are my Memento. I'm shooting against the window here, so it's kind of difficult. And then these are Versacolor. You can see there. And then down here are Stampin' Up! And Hero Arts are in there. And then I have another one of those bases here with the little, and then all I did here was clip like little stuff that came in kits. And then you can see my lighthouses back there. My husband got that for me for my birthday one year. And then I have another one of these. And this one keeps all of my most used tools in it. I'm going to have to find another place to put all those rulers. Put my ATGs in there. Look, Stitch and Mater. Stitch and Mater are hanging out in there. Then I got my studio lights. And then, see, we painted this wall red. If you can see. You can't really see it over there. But over here, you can see that it's red. And then my studio lights are up there. And then down here, I have label stickers. Like those October Afternoon label stickers. Just all kinds of label stickers. And then here are like small sort of finishing up embellishments like clips and stick pins and enamel dots and things of that nature. Here you've seen these before. They're just three, anything that's left over from a layout that I took out of its packaging and it doesn't have a place to go now, just kind of gets thrown in one of these drawers. This is all stuff that needs to be scrapbooked. This drawer has nothing in it. And then this drawer is just tools. So my eye top is in there, my eye bond glue gun, and as you can see, I've used it so many times. My label maker, labels here, my embossing tool. And then down there, in this bottom drawer, is more layering things. So things that I would use to layer are all stashed in there. This here is my light box. There it is. In this drawer, I have more tools. Another glue gun, my ribbon iron, my tag maker for making memories, another embossing gun. Here are baby wipes. This is my spray box that I use. In these little containers, again, I got these at Dollar General. I have my last 2 months of my Freckle Fawn kit because I have not scrapbooked. So my last 2 months of Freckle Fawn kits are still sitting here. So I have those just laying there. This here is my Martha Stewart scoreboard. This is just a tray that has a little glass tray on it. And I have that again up there. A tray, like these are boxes from the page protectors from Becky Higgins. And basically what I use those for is when I am scrapping a page, I go around, shop my room, and then put the supplies, make my own kit, if you will, and put my supplies in there. I have actual recollection tools that are going, recollection bins that are going to replace these plastic bins, but I haven't done that yet, but I'll show you what's in these drawers. I have the same amount of drawers in the recollection bins that I have here, so I have a bit of an obsession with adhesive. So there's my tape runner adhesive in this drawer here. Like I said, I have a bit of an obsession with that. Here's my glue dots. I will never run out of adhesive, like ever. Here's my tapes. Like they don't even fit. Oops. There we go. Foam adhesive in here. I'm never going to run out of adhesive. Liquid glues in there. Stamp accessories, like my stamp cleaners and my larger blocks and my Stamp-A-Majig and things like that. I have a bit of an obsession with roller date stamps. They're all in there. These are all my applicators for my inks. These are all my miscellaneous tools. So you can see like my eyelet setter. That's a distressing tool. These are distressing tools back there. Let me just put it up this way. You might be able to see better the stuff that's in there. These are all my acrylic blocks. These are the adhesives that I use mostly for my everyday scrapping. So they're extra in the bottom, and then the ones that I have opened and used are in there. And then up above that are more adhesives that I use while I'm scrapping. And I don't think I'm going to get this video done. I have 7 minutes left. Can I get it done in 7 minutes? Let's see. Okay, here's my wide. This is my long reach stapler. I don't know why they don't make that in the same size as the Tim Holtz one. They would make a huge amount of money, but basically you can staple anywhere on the page with that. And then that's my big bite. And then my Expedit still is here. You can see that. So up in those, above the Expedit, up in those white bins are things that, they're like memory things, like from school and stuff, that I'm going to try to put in a scrapbook. The 2 plastic bins on top of those 3 bins hold cards that I've made, and then I have 2 extra, what do you call those, cutters on top of there. The brown ones are my Project Life bins from 2013 and 2014. And then my button and ribbon bins are still up there. Not ribbon, Gina, flowers, button and flowers up there. I got rid of most of my 6x6 paper and my 8x8 paper, and what's left is right up there. And then I also have in here these pockets from KI Memories that you can add to pages and put memorabilia and stuff in. And then I have my 5 bins of thickers separated by color. All of my paints are in those 2 bins there. Those are all of my flair in that little container. Behind that are chipboard letters and things like that. Here's my workspace with my latest haul that you probably would have seen already in there. And then I have a bunch of stuff I just use because I didn't want my tripod on the floor anymore. As you know, my tripod used to sit on the floor and it took up a lot of room. So I moved it so it now sits on my work table. So I didn't want to put anything underneath there that I needed all the time. So that's just a bunch of stuff that I use. Like there's the remote, there's my swatches for my mists and things like that. So it's stuff that I use, but not stuff that I'm going to reach for all the time that's going to, you know, knock the tripod over, because there's the tripod. And then here, I'm very happy now because one of the things that I wanted to do when I set up this room was make sure that my typewriter and my sewing machine were at the ready all the time. So my sewing machine now sits out here. There's my typewriter. I have another light. I have a small trimmer, and then I have my big trimmer. And then I think you guys have seen that before. That's all my punches down there. So let me move the trash can out of the way. All punches in there. And then I have another one of those Alex ones on wheels under this side of the desk, and that's got twine and ribbon in it. And that bin back there is all, again, memorabilia that needs to go in a scrapbook. And then the 10, what do you call them? Little open squares in the Expedit on below my desk are things that I don't use very often. It's good storage under there, like old journals, and my oven, my small oven is under there for clay making and things like that. Punches, and then here is my Project Life stash. I have it in that Roscog, I think it's called, cart that everybody uses, and I just made dividers out of foam board to put in there. And that's it. That's basically my room. I'll probably go in more detail in later videos about how it all came together or how I organize things, but I'm standing outside the room now, and this is basically what it looks like if you're standing outside of the room. And I really love it. We really did make it exactly what I wanted. So I just love the flow of it now. I love that everything is very organized. And it just works so much better. It's a little prettier. It's still very full. Not a whole lot of, aesthetic. Not a whole lot of decorative elements, but very functional and now very organized and what I feel is together. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tour of my room. I hope I don't have to do another one because I hope that this organizational structure works. Yeah, I missed a couple of cubes in that Expedit, but it's nothing important, just die cuts and beads and things like that. So if you have any questions about how I store anything, let me know, and I will do my best to, there's my Epic 6. I'll do my best to answer them. And then look here, doesn't every scrapper need those? 5-hour energy drinks. So leave me any questions if you have any questions, like I said, about how I store anything, or if you see something and I didn't explain what it is, Don't look in that room. We're doing every room in our house this year, and this was the first one to get done. So every other room is kind of, you know, waiting. So, and the only other tip I'll give you is if you want a dark wall, especially a dark red wall, buy gray primer. Because that's a lot of coats on that wall, let me just tell you. So that's it for today. That's the video. That's the tour of my room. So if you have any questions, like I said, leave them in the comments. I'll do my best to get back to you. And otherwise, I'll see you with my next scrapping video. Thanks, guys. Bye.